Hey, are all flashes the same? Let's figure that out today in the studio. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva and you're watching Alex Silva Photography. Today I'd like to share with you some information about different kinds of flashes. For this, I'm going to show you just two examples. This is a Godox TT350, which is pretty compact, and Fujifilm's own EF-X8. What are their similarities? What are their differences? Anyway, if you look for a flash, if you are looking for a flash, you may find yourself looking at many different features and characteristics of the flash, of different flashes, and you may think, hey, what's going on here? Okay, let's break down some of the different features so you understand. One of the features that you may see right away, some of the physical features, is how the flashes are powered. In this particular case, the Fujifilm EF-X8 takes power from the camera. It actually has an extra pin that's going to connect to the camera, and it takes the power from the camera's battery. In other cases, like the Godox TT350, it has AA batteries, in this case only two. The Godox TT685 and other models take 4 AA batteries. But many other flashes from Canon, Nikon, Fujifilm, Sony, etc., they all take, you will find models in all these brands that take AA batteries. There are some more modern flashes that have their own rechargeable batteries. Those are great because compared to AA, they usually last longer, they give you more flashes per charge, and they recharge faster. That's awesome. However, please consider that if you choose one of those flashes with their own proprietary battery, you will need to carry around or consider that you're going to need another charger. In those cases, flashes usually come with their charger, but if you have a charging station, let's say, you need to reserve an extra space to charge your flash's batteries. First feature, power. Then we may find some other features that, for example, are present in this flash but not here. One is the capacity to tilt the flash head. This cannot be done. Actually, it kinda tilts, but whenever you lower the flash, you're just turning it off. You cannot fire the flash in this position. However, this flash can be fired pointing straight up, straight in front, or straight up, or even some steps in between. So it gives you a bit more versatility. Another feature that you may find in a flash is its capacity to swivel. In this case, you may find it useful in order for you to shoot and not use the flash directly to your subject, but actually bouncing the flash from a ceiling or from a nearby wall in order to provide a nice effect. We'll talk about that later. But in any case, this is a very desirable feature. In my particular case, I don't usually buy flashes that don't have this ability to tilt and swivel because I find them a bit limiting. There are exceptions to this rule, but usually when it comes to how to shoot flashes, I usually look for tilt and swivel heads. This doesn't tilt nor swivel, but it's integrated in the camera, so it's fine. Another nice feature that you may find in a flash is its capacity to zoom the light coming from the flash in order for it to match the zoom or the focal length or your lens. It's a very nice feature to have because the light will cover your subject in a more uniform way. Is it absolutely necessary? Probably not. But I really like that because it will allow me to make the light more focused on the subject or broader when I'm shooting, for example, an architecture shoot. So it gives you options. Again, this flash does not have any sort of zoom, so you need to consider that. So we talked about tilt and swivel, power, and zoom. Then, of course, you will need a way to control the flash features, usually with a screen, buttons, some dials, things like that. This flash does not have any of those. And it's not bad. Actually, I remember a model from Canon, the 320EX. It doesn't have a screen, and it only has a few buttons. And you have to control it from the camera. That means that those flashes, just like the Fujifilm EF-X8, have to be controlled on a compatible camera. In this case, a Fujifilm camera. In the Canon flash that I mentioned, a Canon camera. And you're going to control it using the camera menu system. Anyway, so those are some basic physical features. But I think the most important feature or the most important characteristic that you're going to look for in a flash is its guide number. The guide number is a measure of how powerful the flash is. It is, in essence, a measure of how far away your subject can be in order for you to still light it correctly using this flash. Let me explain. This flash, for example, has a guide number of 35 meters. This means that under certain conditions, usually ISO 100, the flash zoomed out to its maximum zoom power, in this case 105 millimeters, and using ISO 100 and using a lens with an aperture of f1, you will be able to correctly light a subject that is 35 meters away. There are other flashes, actually the most common line of flashes that I've seen, they have guide numbers of somewhere between 58 meters and 60 meters, something like that. Those will give you more coverage distance, and that is awesome. In essence, you usually look for flashes that have a broad or a seriously long coverage distance, so you have more options to play with the power settings and the like. However, there are situations in which you know you're going to be closer to your subject, so these flashes like the 35 meters work great, even shorter like 27 meters like the 270EX from Canon, or actually in this case, this flash has a guide number of 8 meters. So even though it doesn't have any additional features like the tilt or swivel, things like that, or zoom, I know I can light a subject that is about up to 8 meters away. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are the main features of a flash. I really hope you liked this video and you found it interesting, informative, and entertaining. If that is the case, please press the like button. Of course, you can subscribe to the channel. But most of all, please remember to keep learning and keep shooting. And I'll see you in the next video.